Um, okay, yes, my name is Emosi Sukanaivalu, and I'm from the beautiful islands of Fiji. I'm from the main island. Uh, I come from a family of five. I am the oldest of three siblings. Um, and yeah, I served my mission in the Philippines. But then due to COVID, I had to go back home and spend the rest of my mission serving the people of Fiji. And then right after I came to BYU, and yes, I study. I am now I am majoring in anthropology, minoring in applied mathematics and entrepreneurship. Um, and I am a junior now. After this semester, I'll be a senior, so I would have one more year left till I graduate.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
And you brought in a little friend with you. It was
Yes.
to our newest team member.
Yeah. So that is actually my sister's son.
Yes, yes.
Uh, so I look after my sister's son or my nephew on Wednesdays.
Awesome.
Sorry, on Fridays. On Fridays, so because she has work and she also has classes. And
Oh,
my
that's
wife,
cool.
yeah, and my wife also has classes and work, and I'm
Yes.
the only one that's free. So
Way
yeah,
to
his name is
go.
Atu. Yeah,
What's his name again? Sorry.
his name is Atu.
Atu. Ah,
Yeah.
nice. So yes, I think that's part of the BYU experiences, being babysitters and aunties and uncles for all the little ones that's coming up.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
yes.
fun, but you know,
No, that's cool. I think I remember doing a few drop-offs and pickups from the, crossing classes, and we're running to grab baby and give to mum or dad, or so yeah, that's the whole BYU experience, eh?
yes,
Yeah. Well,
makes
thanks,
the experience
Emosi.
more fun.
It does, it does, and it
Yeah,
gives you a little bit of experience for the future.
that's true. Well,
There you
hopefully
go.
soon.
Yes, yes. Well, thanks so much for joining us today and sharing us your experiences and where you're from. And how was that with COVID? I mean, coming from the Philippines, did you get to sort of master the language before you had to go home?
Yes. So I had to spend. So I was there for a whole year
Oh,
in the
very cool.
Philippines. So I I was because I was always serving in like the villages or the rural part of the Philippines. I I got the language down quicker than I thought I would. So
Awesome.
just as I was, um, getting really fluent with the language, I had received the sad news that we all had to come home.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
that would have been tough.
yeah, but
Yes.
I still try to keep up with the language,
Oh, that's
especially.
good.
So,
That's good. And especially, I guess, in you're working and I mean, you've got a teammate that's from the Philippines in this project, but I guess
yeah,
you have that great experience of being able to communicate with so many Filipino colleagues and students. So that's
yeah,
pretty awesome, eh?
yeah. It's
That's
very. I was blessed to come here and see that the school has um, a lot of Filipinos, and
yeah.
they occupy like a lot of most of the school role. So
Okay. Yes.
most of them come from where I served. So
Yes.
it
Yes.
was good to always keep up with the language.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, so Mossy, what do you do for work at BYU or PCC?
Yes. So at PCC, I work at the night show. So
Ah, nice.
our Breath of Life. So I was a dancer until
Okay,
2 weeks ago that I switched to being a drummer. Still at
oh,
night show.
cool,
So
cool.
I'm a drummer now, but they use me every now and then to dance still
Yes,
if they need
yes.
the numbers.
Oh,
So I've
that's
been dancing
nice.
there ever since I started school here in BYU.
Oh, that's cool. It's
Yeah.
so funny. I'm just thinking, and I remember because we came in, I think it was April or
Oh,
beginning of May, and I'm just thinking like, I wonder if it was you that I had. Our family photo was with one of you guys. I'm just like,
think so.
you look pretty familiar.
Maybe I think so.
Yeah, I'm just like, hang on a minute. I'm sure we had some photos with you guys, but let me hang on. Let me have a look.
Yeah, it is me. Someone kneeling down.
Oh my goodness! I was like, man, I have seen you.
What a small.
Yeah, because oh, that's too fun. It's how the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yes, well, yes. Man,
Oh wow, what a small world. Yeah, because I was looking at you and I thought, I've seen your face. I mean, yeah, we had been on campus a few times because my niece is at school there.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, and so I was like, I have seen you somewhere. So that is a small world. Heavenly Father knew you were coming to our team in the future, so yeah.
yeah, he brought us together in that show, and then here we are.
Yeah. Oh, that what a small world. What about? I'm just wondering. Anthropology. So you said anthropology. What does that look like for you? So I, I'm interested in the subject of anthropology.
Yeah. So for me, one thing that I'm always interested in is, well, as growing up, me and my dad would always have a sit down and just talk stories about um, cultural history, our traditions, and
Nice.
how it relates to not just religions that, or sorry, cultures that are closer to us, but also cultures of other places around, cultures from Asia and all these places.
Mm-hmm.
And so we would always go to the museum, and he would talk about all these
That's cool.
things in the museum and how it came to be, how it was found. He was very knowledgeable about it, so that kind of like interested me into like learning more about these things.
That is
So,
so cool.
so when I first found out about anthropology and what it was, I kind of was, or I was, my mind started drifting towards learning more about it and learning more about other cultures, how anthropologists make their findings, how they do their research into gathering all the information about this stuff. So I that was why I took anthropology, because it deals with human behavior from the past till
Mm-hmm.
present,
Yes.
how things have changed in each cultures, and how these cultures are similar to my own, and how I
Yes.
can like apply my culture to helping other cultures remind them of their own, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. That's so
Yeah.
awesome. So I really love that because that's something that fascinates me as well. So when you said anthropology and I saw it on your form, I was like, oh, I gotta ask about that. And so are you learning like sort of would it take you more in, I guess, different cultures at the moment, or are you learning a specific area of field or focus, I should say?
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm like learning everything all at once for uh, anthropology.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's mostly towards finding. cultural history of a specific background. So
Okay.
um, maybe dealing with ethnography, which is part of like anthropology.
Yes, yes.
So trying to find uh, or trying to do research in like um, old sites and how
Oh,
uh,
nice.
people used to stay there and what the tradition was,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the culture was back then. So I'm kind of into like doing those kind of things. So in that way, I get to learn more rather than
Yes,
because if I know something or some things about something, I can learn more with that because it's already there. But if
yes, yes.
it's something to do with my own finding, then that's something I really want to do. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah,
That's really nice. And then you've got also a background in mathematics as well.
yes. So
Wow, that's pretty.
yeah,
That's a neat mix.
yeah. Well, anthropology used to be my minor.
Mhm.
Math was my major until I
Okay.
switched to two.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, that's
So,
awesome. Yeah, I love that kind of cultural history. So in Australia, I'm currently working with an Indigenous organization, and so yeah, they have a lot of yeah Indigenous sort of artwork and
uh,
stuff. But it's really nice to look at their culture and I guess the differences but the similarities that I have to our Māori culture. So yeah, it's I love all
uh,
that cultural history and how people work together, the different communities and yeah, lots of learning. So that's
yes,
exciting. I like that stuff.
it's
But
very interesting.
it is, and
Yeah.
it's nice. I'm sure you can use your maths background in that space as well, to calculate different, like how long people have been there and
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so
true.
that's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And then maybe as you get into it a little bit more, you can go to different digs and um,
Mm,
yeah, different things like that, eh?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
that's pretty cool. And so you graduate, is it next year or
Yeah, next fall.
next
So
fall?
next,
Okay.
yeah.
And what about your wife? When does she graduate?
She graduates winter of 2026. So
Okay. Yes,
after,
yes. A
yeah,
a little bit longer. Oh,
yeah.
nice. I guess the next question will be, what about, you've been at BYU and learned a few things, kept up with the your language from your mission. Is it Tagalog?
Cebuano.
Cebuano. Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
And so you've been able to keep up with your language from your mission. What's probably been one of your best highlights of going to BYU?
Um, I think for me, honestly, the best highlight of my experience at BYU is meeting new people with different backgrounds from other cultures who live their life way different from mine.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that, or why I state that to be one of the best highlights, is because I not only get to learn more about my own culture, but also to learn more about other cultures,
That's
especially
awesome.
dancing at PCC
Yes,
for
yes.
nights. So I dance four cultures. I dance Tonga, Fiji, Samoa, and New Zealand. And
Ah, there you
so, yeah, oh yeah, New Zealand.
go.
So um,
Yeah, that's really cool. So you can get to broaden your culture as well as learn more about others as well, eh?
yeah, and not be like culturally, or not to have like a culture shock when I like if I ever plan to visit Tonga, Samoa, or even New Zealand.
Yes.
I would
Oh,
already know
that's
some little things.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
really good. I think that's so I went to BYU many years ago. That was like hundreds of years ago. And I think that was probably one of my favorite things as well is to learn about different cultures,
Mm,
meet people from different countries and see really how similar we all are. I grew up in a like real country region in New Zealand, so it was just us Maoris there, like,
Uh,
and we're all cousins. So I didn't really get to know a lot of culture until I did go to church college in New Zealand. So I
oh,
started sort of branching out, but when I got to BYU, it was like, wow, there's such a big, diverse, like your family, a diverse
yeah,
family out there that you can meet and become part of them as well. So yeah,
uh,
that's a great experience. That's
thank
pretty awesome. Um, but I guess we're coming to the last question. Your aunties, your
you. Mm,
mum, your sisters, all the eldest women in your life, and maybe all the women in your life.
yeah.
What's one tip that you can share with them to help them uplift their day, empower them, and something to really get them going, something to uplift them? What's one tip from you?
Um, so there's this one thing that or this one quote that I would always use. I actually um, shared it to my wife as well.
Nice.
It's a quote by Denzel Washington where he says, um, "With sorry, without commitment, you can never begin, but most importantly, without consistency, you can never finish."
Hey,
So,
that is
yeah.
awesome.
Yes, so I just wanted to share that in light of um, some things we have on our mind. There are some things that we want to do in life, but we're too scared to take that risk, or not. Um, Other than having the fear, we have like we're always double-minded of we always have doubts, but if we want to do something, we have to be committed to it. And once we are committed to it, once we get started, we have to have that consistency, and that's how we can get to our end goal. And with that, like, it also relates to the gospel as well, where we
Hmm.
have to be committed in being better disciples of Jesus Christ. It's not going to be an easy journey, nor will it be a hard one as well,
Yes.
but it's somewhere like in between. But with the consistency that we can put into like learning more of the gospel, keeping our covenants, we can always reach that finish line, which is eternity. And I know throughout that journey of having to put in the effort of being committed and also being consistent, the Lord will bless us in all that we want to
Awesome.
do in life. And just to end off with that, there's always this saying that we'd always say to each other in the Philippines, uh, and the Filipinos would always say this. They say "kaya nimo," which means you got this. So
Oh, that's
whatever
nice.
struggles in life, you got this. Just be committed and be consistent with doing good. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Thanks. And we'll see yes, that's a nice ending to the interview. Thank you so much. And I'm sure those who are watching would be, grateful for that, your comments and your quotes, because it's pretty tough out there these days. And so it's nice to get uh, those words of encouragement to help us while we're out there in the world. But thank you so
thank
much for
you,
that. I appreciate it,
thank you.
and for everyone else watching, I know they'll definitely appreciate that. Okay, everyone. So that is the finish for us today. I appreciate Emosi coming to our interview. He's part of our internship for the fall semester 2024, and they're working on a great project of a retreat planning for next year in October in Moorea, Tahiti. So thank you so much, Emosi, for coming. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much, Sylvia. Thank you.
Thanks.
Will do. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay, see
Thanks,
you.
Sylvia.
Bye.
Bye
Just done.
bye.
later.
Yeah. No.
Or anything. I always forget my lines. I just feel like, and so you're like, and
Okay,
yeah, so
sure.
don't be nervous.
Okay, will.